Um, yes, so today I wanted to talk about some work that my group, now that I serve as dean at the University of Washington, I have a little bit less time for research, but the work that my group has been doing over the past couple of years, really looking at how to model and understand people's everyday routines. So um, want to revisit the vision of ubiquitous computing from the late 80s, early 90s that Mark Weiser had at Xerox PARC, where they were essentially experimenting with what the future might be like if we had large screen whiteboards that were widely available. So not that's different than what we might see in a very simple electronic whiteboard or a Surface table, to very small devices that they called tabs, that were probably more similar to our mobile phones today, to tablets, which they call pads, but that are very similar to our tablets today. If we think about the kinds of things that they were trying to support in those days, it was very much devices and systems that were supported much more natural interaction than what we had certainly 30 years ago. And to some degree, much more natural than even what we have today. And the interesting thing about many of the things that they were trying to support is that um, they were trying to build systems that had a much stronger awareness of what was happening around them and could react to what was happening around them, that really had an understanding of that human intent. And so for the past several years, I've been looking at how can we try and get the systems around us to understand more about who we are as people so that they can respond better, support the activities that we're performing. And the natural place for this work was to start with the mobile phone as that device that could collect information about our behaviors. Everybody carries one. It's full of sensors, mostly physical sensors. It knows, where I am, how the phone is being held. It also knows lots about my virtual interactions. So it knows what applications I'm using. It knows how much time I'm spending in different applications. It knows how I'm, when I'm paying attention to notifications, which one I'm paying attention to or not. And then it also knows a lot about my social interaction. It knows how much time I'm spending on Twitter or Facebook or any social media system. It knows whether I'm spending lots of time calling or texting with colleagues or friends. So it has tremendous information about all of us. But the interesting thing is most of that information is thrown away. So if you think about most of the information that my phone collects on an everyday basis, it collects that information, may use it in the moment, and then otherwise it mostly throws it away. It discards that information. And what I see there is that the tremendous opportunity for the devices around us to harvest